Om Swastiastu. Hello, good morning students. How are you today? I hope all of you in a good condition. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Koming Ridawati. You can call me Dena. Today, we will learn about metric. If you have any question, don't be afraid, don't be shy. Raise your hand and ask your question. Okay, so let's start with mind mapping. As you can see on the screen, there is mind mapping of a metric. When you want to learn a metric, you must know the definition of metric, the types of metric separation, determinant, and inverse of metric. But in this video, our focus is in the definition of metrics or the basic of metric. So let's get started. So here we have the number of hours a student spends studying 3 subjects during a certain week. As you can see in the table, and if we suppress the headings, then we left with the following rectangular array of numbers with 3 rows and 7 columns. So the rows are horizontal and the columns are vertical. And this is what we call a metric. Five, 9, 7, and 4. This is just a row of 4 numbers, and this can be represented in different ways. We can write it as an array of numbers horizontally like this, or we can write it as an array of numbers horizontally like this. The first part, as you can see, it has 1 rows and 4 columns. And there is another way to represent it, in which we can write the first 2 numbers in the first row and the last 2 numbers in the second row. All these 3 things you see here are called matrices. Each of these is a metric, just an arrangement of rows and columns. More generally, we make the following definition. A metric is a rectangular array of numbers, and the numbers in the array is called the entry in the metric. Now we have a sample of matrices. That is a matrix with the entry 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 4, and matrix with entries 1, 2, 1, 0, minus 3, and another sample is matrix with e pi minus root of 2, 0, a half, 1, 0, 0, 0, and matrix with entry 1 and 3, and matrix with entry 4. So now we talk about the size of the metric. The size of a metric. So for example, in the first example, the metric has 3 rows and 2 columns. So the size of this metric is 3 by 2. In the size description, so the remaining matrices in the example have size 1 by 4, 3 by 3, 2 by 1, and 1 by 1 respectively. And a matrix with only 1 row is called a row matrix, and a matrix with only 1 column is called a column matrix. We will use capital letters to denote matrices and lowercase letter to denote numerical quantity. So we might write matrices A or C, as you can see on the screen. Now, next is the element of a matrix. So let's say we have a matrix A with the entries 3, 0, -5, 2, -6, 1, 4, -1, and 7. This matrix has 3 columns and 3 rows. So this is considered a 3 by 3 matrix. When we learn matrix, we need to be able to identify a specific element in the matrix. For example, what is element A2, 3 or element A23? So this is a first row, second row, and third row. And this is a first column, second column, and third column. So this is element in matrix A, and the first letter is the number of row, that is 2, and the second letter is the number of column, that is 3. So this element number 1 is in the second row and the third column. And moreover, element A23 has the value of 1. And now I want you to identify element of A13, A33, and A22. Okay class, I think that's enough for today. If you don't have any question, I think we can finish it now. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to read the books and see you next week. Bye bye.